Hello guys, so we will be discussing now, this is actually part of bank reconciliation. So we call this proof of cash. So this is also known as to-date bank reconciliation. So to-date, dalawang date na bank reconciliation. Now, I suggest before trying to understand proof of cash, we should have a in-depth knowledge of the basic of bank reconciliation. Okay, so although this is just a discussion proper, we will have to use a problem in order to discuss the details of proof of cash. So what is proof of cash? Proof of cash is it provides, number one, it's called to-date bank reconciliation because it provides bank reconciliation of 2 periods. Okay? And then secondly, it's called proof of cash because it provides proof as to the validity and correctness of the cash, the receipts, and the disbursement of the cash in bank in the specific period. So, as we go on, I will try to explain the idea of proof of cash. So how does this work? So as you can see, we'll go first with the basics. So as you can see here, this is unadjusted deposit in transit. So this is the bank reconciling balance. So this is bank balance. This is book balance kasi pansin nyo, credit memo, NSF, and service charge. And add less or errors. Now, we go first with the idea of to-date bank reconciliation. It's called to-date because as you can see here, dalawa yung date na nakalagay. We have March and April. Okay? Now, the main idea here is we're trying to prove the validity of the receipts, disbursement, and so again, March and April. We're trying to check the validity of the receipts, the disbursement, and the actual cash in bank balance of the month of April. Okay? So, before anything else, we'll just have to try to plot the data available. So, by the way, sir, what do you mean by beginning, receipts, disbursements, and ending? So, when you say beginning, this is the beginning of the period. So, again, we're trying to check the the receipts, disbursement, and the bank reconciliation of April, they call this 30. Oh, no. That's actually April 31. Okay? Oh, tama. Okay, April 31, 20. So there's no specific period. Now, what do you mean by ending? So we're pertaining here to the ending is the April kasi yan yung kino-compute natin na period. So, may apologies. Okay, hindi nakiklik. Okay. Now, ito kasi yung ending. Ito yung gusto nating malaman yung actual cash ng April. Okay. Now, paano mo ba malalaman ang cash ng April or yung basic understanding natin ng cash? Paano mo malalaman ang cash na natitira mo sa April? So, if you come to think of it, yung pang-araw-araw nyo na lang, paano mo malalaman ang natitirang pera mo at the end of the day? So, syempre, ano yung cash mo nung nagsimula ka? And then add anything na natanggap mo. And then deduct mo lahat ng mga nilabas mong pera. So, ganun lang yung idea nito. Beginning, ano bang beginning mo? Ang beginning ng tawag dito ng April, syempre March 31. Okay? Ang beginning ng tawag dito ng April, ending yan ng previous period. So, ang ending ng March, beginning siya ng April. Okay? Now, we add any receipts. May natanggap ka bang pera nung April? May nabawas ba sa yung pera nung April? So, the idea here is beginning plus receipts and disbursement. So, this data of beginning is March 31. While these are all data of April. Okay? So, same goes here with the book. So, actually, this is bank and this is book. Okay? So, let's see. We check first with the book ba dun sa information na andito. Ito yung una nating i-compute. Okay? And then later on, we go to the reconciling items. Okay? Now, we first go with the unadjusted cash balance in March 31. Okay? Cash in bank balance. So, sir, ano yung cash in bank balance? Sino ba ang Sir, ito ba ay bank balance? Not necessarily. Sino ba ang nagme-maintain ng cash in bank na account? ang nagme-maintain ng cash in bank account ay ang company. Ang bangko, hindi yan nagme-maintain ng account na cash in bank kasi bangko na sila. Ang cash in bank sa kanila is cash on hand. Okay? So, ano ba? So, sino nagme-maintain nito? This is actually the book balance. Okay? So, ang book balance daw natin, unadjusted ng March 31, that is 200,000. Ang bank statement balance, beginning daw natin ay 330,000. Okay? Unahin natin yung bangko. Bank debits and bank credits. Okay? Das book credits saka book debits. So, medyo magulo to, no? Yung credits and debits. Now, come to think of it. Okay? Unahin natin sa book. Ang cash, okay? Since cash ang kinocompute natin dito, ang debit is dagdag. So, dapat siya ang receipts. Paano ang book credits? Pag sa libro mo, ang credits mo ay 720,000. That is a deduction. Bakit? Kasi pag kine-credit mo ang cash, syempre, bawas yan. Okay? 200, 800, 720. So, ano mangyayari na to? 1 million minus 720, this is 280,000. Okay. Now, kabaliktaran naman sa bangko. Sa bangko naman, pag sinabi mong debit, bawas siya sa cash. Okay? So, yung bank debits na yan, that is a deduction to your cash. Okay? And then, pag sinabi mong bank credits, ito yung mga nadagdag. Okay? So, although, syempre, madali siyang i-memorize, basta pag bank, kabaliktaran. Paano siya nagkakaganyan? Okay? Kasi sa bangko, ito yung point of view ni bangka, pag nagdeposito ka sa kanya, nadadagdagan yung cash ng bangko. Hindi cash in bank kasi bangko na yan. Okay, cash. Anong ilalagay niya dito? Ike-credit niya yung account ni, for example dyan, Efficient Company. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, kine-credit niya yung pangalan ng company. Pag kine-credit niya yung pangalan ng company, nadadagdagan ng cash. Kaya pag kine-credit mo to, nadadagdagan ang cash ng company. Paano pag dinedebit? Di mababawasan yung cash ng Efficient Company. So, yan yung simple na understanding nung tawag dito, nung bank credits and debits. So, again, to summarize, pag sa book, follow nyo yung simple rule. Pag debit, ang cash na dadagdagan. Credit, ang cash na babawasan. Basic. Okay? Pagdating naman sa bank, kabaliktaran. Okay? Ang bank credits is dagdag yan. Ang bank debits, bawas. Okay? So, magkano to? 330 plus 700, that's 1,030,000 minus 530, this is 500,000. Okay, 500,000. Okay? Now, so yun yung basic. So, okay na tayo dito sa nandito. Okay, okay na yan. Now, we go to the reconciling items. Now, sa ngayon, wag muna tayong magtanong kung ano yung analysis niya, basta i-plot lang natin. So, unahin natin, deposit in transit. Meron tayong March tsaka April. So, lagay mo dito. March, April. Okay? So, nung March daw, 170, it's 80,000 ang deposit in transit mo. So, dagdag yan. At sa April 30, 220,000 yung dagdag mo. Okay? So, okay na tayo sa deposit in transit. Sa outstanding check, meron daw tayong so we have here March. Take note, bakit dalawa sir? To date bank recon nga eh. Okay? So yung March, we have minus na 178,000. And then sa April, may deduction daw tayo na 372. Tama ba linya ko? Okay, 372,000. Next, so okay na tayo dito, wala namang error. Punta naman tayo sa book. Sa book naman, note collected by bank, this is a credit memo. So, nung March daw, so sige, M na lang, tsaka A. So, nung March daw, we have a, credit memo of 60,000, and then, credit memo of 100,000. Okay? So, it's like, kalimutan nyo muna tong receipts and disbursement para kayong gumagawa lang din ng bank reconciliation. Service charge, okay. March and April. Service charge, bawas yan. So, minus 8,000. Okay? And then sa April, minus 2,000. NSF. So, March and April. So, again, March and April. So, consequently, wala na naman tayong error. So, swerte tayo. March is minus 20,000. And then, April is minus 30,000. Okay. Now, unahin muna natin yung idea ng two-date bank reconciliation. So, bakit siya tinawag na two-date bank reconciliation? So, tulad ng sabi natin kanina, kasi para siyang nagpo-provide ng bank reconciliation ng dalawang period. In this case, March and April. So, tingnan natin. 330. Okay, wait lang ha. Let me get my calculator. Okay, so, we have a 330,000 unadjusted. There is a deposit in transit of 80 and then an outstanding check of 178. Therefore, our adjusted balance here is 232,000. Now, if we compute this is for March, dapat 232 lang din. Plus 60 minus 8 minus 20. Okay? So, that gives us 232,000. Anong ibig sabihin? O, parang ito yung bank reconciliation for the month of March. So, ito yung unang date. Pangalawang date, ito naman. So, 500 plus 220 minus 372. So, we have 348,000. Okay? So, sa kabila naman, 280 plus 100 minus 2 minus 30. So, kung pansin nyo, 348 lang din yung nakuha natin. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Kung mapapansin nyo, para kang gumawa ng bank reconciliation ng March tsaka ng April. Kaya tinawag siyang two-date bank reconciliation. So, dalawa yung ginawa mo, which is balance naman. Okay? So, that is the first point. Our second point is, why is it called proof of cash? Because we want to make sure na yung receipts tsaka disbursement na nandito ng April ay receipts and disbursement talaga ng April. Okay? Ulitin natin. Dapat yung receipt, kasi this is all April eh. April lahat to eh. From receipts up to ending, April yan. So, ibig sabihin, dapat ma-ascertain natin na itong lahat ng receipts na to ay receipts talaga ng April. At dapat lahat ng disbursements na to, disbursements din ng April. Ganon din sa dalawang to. Okay? Now, how do we check? Iisa-isahin natin yung transaction. Now, isipin nyo ganito, ha? Okay? So, 80,000. Unahin natin to. Bakit may effect yung deposit in transit ng March sa receipts ng April? Now, kung matatandaan nyo yung theory natin ng cut-off, okay? So, ano bang nangyayari pag may deposit in transit? So, ang nangyayari, dahil may cut-off, next period na siya maidadagdag. Okay? So, etong 80,000 na to, this is actually a deposit of March. Okay, March siya. Hindi lang siya na-record ng bangko kasi nag-cut off. Anong tendency niya? Kinabukasan na maidadagdag ng bangko sa receipts niya. Kasi receipts to eh. Okay, dagdag to sa pera eh. Dagdag sa perang kailangan natin. So, 80,000. Hala, anong mangyayari, sir? So, anong sabi natin? Dapat lahat ng receipts na to sa April lang. Etong 80,000, nakasama ba dito? Yes. Okay? So, March siya na receipt, pero naisama siya ng April. Dahil nga, hindi inabutan ng cut-off, kaya sa April 1 na siya na idagdag. Now, tama ba na nandito siya sa April receipts? Hindi. So, ibawas natin yung receipts na yan. Bakit? Binabawasan ba natin yung receipts? Not necessarily. Nililipat lang natin tong receipts na to, yung April na to, nililipat natin sa March. Okay? Next. 220,000 na deposit in transit. So, ano ba tong deposit in transit? Na-deposito na ng book, hindi pa nalalagay ng bank. Okay? So, naidagdag na to ng April ni book. kailan lang siya maidadagdag ng bank? Sa May pa. Kasi, inaabot to ng cut-off, maire-record lang siya ng bangko sa May. O, question, kasama ba siya dito sa 700,000? Hindi. Nasaan yung 220 na yan? Saan naidagdag? Naidagdag siya sa period ng May. So, anong dapat gawin natin? Tanggalin natin sa May, ilipat natin siya sa, sa April. Okay? We go to outstanding check. Ito ay disbursement ng March. Okay? Dahil hindi umabot sa cut-off, kailan na siya maisasama sa disbursement? Sa April na. So, kasama ba siya sa disbursements dito? Yes. Naisama siya dyan. Pero tama ba na nandito siya? Hindi. So, minus 178. Again, we're trying to check if the receipts and disbursement are all receipts and disbursements of April. Okay? Now, punta tayo dito. Disbursement siya ng April. Dahil hindi umabot ng cut-off, saan siya mare-record ng bank? Sa next cut-off na, sa May. Now, question, tama ba na nasa May siya? Hindi. Saan siya dapat? Sa April. So, anong gagawin ko? Ibalik ko siya sa disbursements ng April. Okay? So, ganun yung idea. Now, tingnan natin. 700 minus 80 plus 220, 840. Okay? So, we have here 840,000. Okay? For disbursements, 530 minus 178 plus 372. So, our total disbursements is 724. Now, to check, dapat, itong beginning plus receipts minus disbursement, ito ang makukuha mo. So, try natin. 232 plus 840 minus 724, ang makukuha natin, 348. Now, we go to book. Credit memo, na idagdag na siya ng bangko noong March. Kailan siya naisama ng book? Noong April. Okay? So, March siya dapat, pero naidagdag siya sa books ng, sa receipts ng company, April na. Tama ba na nandyan siya? Hindi. Ibawas mo. Okay? Eto. Saan to dapat? This is a receipt of April. Saan siya nadagdag? Dahil di umabot ng cut-off, nasa May na siya. So, para itama, tanggalin mo siya sa receipts ng May, idagdag mo siya sa receipts ng April. Okay? Sa service charge, dapat expense to ng March. Saan siya naisama? Dahil di umabot ng cut-off, makikita na lang yan next period. So, naisama siya sa April. March siya dapat, nasa April. Paano itama? Tanggalin mo siya sa April. Disbursements to ng April. Dahil hindi umabot ng cut-off, nasa May na siya. Okay? Para itama, tanggalin mo siya sa next period, yung May, ibalik mo siya sa disbursements ng April. Same goes for this one. Okay? So, March siya na NSF, na debit memo, na isama siya sa disbursements ng April. Tanggalin mo siya. Okay? Ito, dapat sa April siya, dahil di umabot ng cut-off, sa April na siya, sa May na siya makikita. Para itama, idagdag mo siya dito. Now, sure na sure ako dito na ang makukuha mo dito ay 840 and then 724,000. Okay? Now, it's hard to analyze, pero syempre, kailangan maintindihan nyo yung concept. Now, yun yung concept. Kung tamad kayo mag-analyze ng concept, pero I would suggest that you analyze the concept. Pero kung tamad kayo, tingnan nyo to. Ang deposit in transit, this is a receipt. Ang outstanding check, this is a disbursement. Ito, receipt, disbursement, disbursement, disbursement. I will teach you a shortcut. Pag magkalapit, magkagalit. Pag magkalayo, magkasundo. 80,000 dito, dahil magkalapit sila ng receipts dyan, minus to, opposite. Dahil magkalayo ang receipts, tsaka ito, magkasundo, pareho sila. Ganun din dito. Magkalayo, magkasundo, magkalapit, magkagalit. Okay? Same pattern. Okay? Kung tamad lang kayo mag-analyze. Okay? Pero I hope, okay, you understand the concept behind it. Okay? So that concludes our discussion of proof of cash.